The Walking Dead just lost its Rick. There's a holiday coming this month that nobody knows about. And Shrek is getting rebooted? Find out what all of these mean in today's Super News. Hello everybody and welcome back to Super News, the only news source on the planet that's actually reliable. Our first story talks about AMC's The Walking Dead and how it just lost Andrew Lincoln. Or did they? Earlier this week, we had our last episode of Rick Grimes. But as soon as the episode ended, AMC announced that Andrew Lincoln would return as Rick Grimes in 3 Walking Dead movies that will be airing on AMC. So it seems that not only have they lied to us, but my audition to The Walking Dead was a gigantic waste of time. But if you still want to watch my audition tape, it's in the little gray circle thing that appears right now. It's a cute little circle thing that appears on top of the screen. It's in the top corner. Just click on it, watch my audition tape, and I don't know, hopefully NBC or someone picks me up or something. I'm good at acting, I swear. Now on to today's top story. Shrek and Puss in Boots is apparently getting a reboot. That's right, according to multiple sources, a Despicable Me producer wants to reboot the Shrek films. Now, we don't know that much information, but we actually have the producer on hand talking to us. He's talking to us from his own home. Thank you, Mr. Producer, for taking the time to talk with us. Hi, yes, thank you for having me. Would you mind telling us your name before we get started? I'd rather not give out my name. I have a family, and I really don't want to be attacked by Shrek fans. That makes sense, I'd probably attack you if I knew your name too. Anyway, why don't you tell us about this new Shrek movie that you want to make? Thank you. So the first thing I want to say is I love the Shrek franchise. It's one of my favorite movies, which is why I'm very interested in doing this. And I figured, what do people want to see? They want to see a darker and grittier version of Shrek. So I figured we should do that. Change the characters a little bit. I would first have Shrek be younger, more handsome, and I would probably cast Tom Holland as Shrek. Donkey would still be the very funny and annoying self, but he'd be a lot more depressed, just because. And he would be played by Will Smith. Lord Farquaad would be the main villain. He wouldn't be all short and stubby like everyone would be making fun of him. He'd be tall, he'd be very broody, and he would be played by Henry Cavill. Okay. We'd have Fiona in the film. Fiona would be played by that actress that only has one name, Zendaya. I think she would be a very great choice for Fiona. Cool. The dragon is also going to be in the film, but the dragon's not going to be a woman. The dragon's actually going to be a male played by Danny DeVito. So, will there still be any romance between the donkey and the dragon? Yes, there will still be romance between Donkey and the dragon, but this time it's going to be a lot bigger. It's going to be way more erotic. Wow, that's very interesting and very progressive of you guys. Thank you. Yes, we do aim to please. We're also in the middle of talking about who would play Puss in Boots. We're thinking about having an actual cat play Puss in Boots, but we're not entirely sure. Well, we'll get back to you on that sometime later. Alright, well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us, Mr. Producer. We hope to speak with you more on this another day when you have more information. Thank you again for having me in and letting me explain what would be happening. I cannot wait to give you guys more information on these films. I'm very excited. Well, thank you, Mr. Producer Man, and I really am interested on how this coincides with the Shrek 5 film coming out next year. Wait, there's a Shrek 5 coming out next year? Jeff, please cut the feed. Anyway, thank you, everybody, and now we are on to our last story of the day. It turns out that there is a holiday this month that nobody knows about, and that holiday is Thanksgiving. That's right, guys, Thanksgiving still exists, and you guys who seriously go nuts over Christmas really need to take it down a notch, just a little bit, all right? Like, we got Christmas commercials, products going on sale, and even music going out literally the day after Halloween. Just cut it out. Just relax, all right? Please. Calm down. Thank you everyone for enjoying today's Super News Report. If you want to see more Super News, just be sure to click on the Super News playlist that'll appear as soon as I leave and the music plays.